The first time I ever saw someone fly a wingsuit, there was a Frenchman, Jean-Louis, who jumped out of a helicopter in a homemade wingsuit. He flew only 10 feet off the ground for the entire slope of this mountain. And I was probably 25 years old when I saw this, and immediately I just knew that was something that I was going to do.
Creating the void, we were doing something that was completely different than even virtual reality. By having all of those effects hitting at the same time, something really cool and magical happens. One of my favorite things to do was actually sit at the exit. They came out of the other side all of a sudden re-inspired, and there was possibilities. I saw that and I was like, wow, that's the evolution of entertainment.
People actively doing human flight like this, it's a very small number. Fact is, not a lot of people in this world are ever going to put a wingsuit on and jump off of a cliff in it.
Working with Marshall Miller and talking to him about what he does and merging those two together and creating a memory of a flight experience that's not going to be in a lot of people's life in the real world. But if I can have a memory of that and create that experience at that level without the threat of risking my life, then I want to do that.
Who's my most tech-savvy friend who's always on the cutting edge of what's cool and what's next and where the future's going? This is James Jensen. It really is. I mean, I've known him for a long time, and every time I'll come back from an experience and I'm like, hey, James, check this video out, man. I just had the sweetest time in the Alps. And I can just see as he's watching the video, a couple things. He's like, not a chance in hell will I ever do that, but man, I wish I could. With that same breath, he's already thinking of how he can make it happen.
Through the last projects that I've done in virtual reality and hyper reality, that's really opened my mind to the possibilities of using these technologies to actually evolve and to have experiences that aren't obtainable for us to have in reality that could drastically impact our lives.
If you can jump off of a mountain and safely land down here, what else is possible? I feel like everybody out there is going to be in line for as long as it takes to experience something like this.
Just stepping up to the edge and deciding that you're going to face the impossibility of this actually happening, and you face it and you trust it and you jump off.
This is going to be much bigger than just base jumping off of a mountain.
Before you can fly, you have to make the jump.